When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSinstitute.com.
When you're ready to take the edge off a hectic day, I suggest you start with a little music from Franz Black.
I guess there's lots of ways to look at things that don't seem right.
No Worries has just been released on iTunes and Amazon.
It's gonna be alright.
You can find Franz Black and his music on his website, franzblack.com. F-R-A-N-Z black.com.
It's gonna be alright.
Stuff that we're bringing out, new intro, the new bumper music, all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of fun to create. Got a lot more of it coming. Got a lot of other new stuff coming too in the new year here in 2016. We've got the gas wars going. Oh, now it's starting to flood my news feed every morning. And I've been vindicated because there's a lot of talk going on Twitter right now. And this is how I originally intended to open the program, but we've got a lot of this stuff. People talking about on Twitter. Oh, this is good for the American economy that gas prices are so low. You got a gallon of gas right now. Gas Wars in Michigan is going for 46 cents a gallon. Some stations. Now, I do believe if you combine it, I apologize. I didn't look it up because I don't know the total in Michigan, federal and state. But I think 46 cents is the amount of the tax. Kind of low to me. Which would be kind of weird that a gas station would sell gas for less than even because you're not going to get a discount on the tax. The tax is gasoline tax is not based on the price of gasoline. It's just a flat rate. All you flat taxers out there, which I don't, tax. You fair tax people, not flat tax, but you fair tax people who want to basically have a national sales tax. That's what it really is, a consumer tax. There you go. It doesn't matter what the price of the item is. The government has just instituted a flat tax on that particular item every time you buy it in its unit. So you're telling me that it's just as good or better to tax something, let's just say roughly 50 cents when it's $1, but still tax it at 50 cents when it's $2. Now, of course, you'll get some people out there who totally get into well, it needs to be a percentage. I want people to understand fully right now, I do not believe in a national sales tax. I don't believe that it is a fair tax. I know they come across saying it's a fair tax, consumerism tax. No, it's not. It's not fair at all. It's a bunch of BS. And it is a clouded way to tax the wealthy more. Now, how is that possible, Rod? Because we know that the wealthy spend. Look, for people who earn $50,000 or less, Walmart and Target that's their world because that's what they can afford. Nothing wrong with that either. But people who earn $50,000 to $150,000, they may not go to Walmart or Target. Their stores might be, like Kohl's or JCPenney or something. That has a higher price point. Now, sure, you might be able to actually buy the same thing at Kohl's and at Target, and Target's probably going to be a little bit less expensive. So, simply because the person doesn't shop at Target, they should automatically pay a higher tax? No. This is how we get to this so-called fair tax, and it's based on a lot in part by sales taxes from states and from federal flat taxes or percentage taxes on certain types of goods or services. And no, it's not fair. Because even though you may only earn $20,000 a year, you still got to buy stuff. So you're gonna spend a greater proportion of your income at $20,000 a year buying stuff just to live, versus the person who makes $50,000. So the person at $20,000 is actually going to end up paying a higher percentage of their income in taxes. Now, how is that fair? Think about it. We can get it. No, you can't start exempting people from sales tax. Can't do that. Then that's not fair either. And then you're gonna have to start monitoring it. Well, we can give out cards. Well, there you go. Now you start getting government into identifying you and giving you a card, giving you another number. When you start, I know some people on the surface say that this fair tax is great, and and when it was early on, a few years ago, I had some people that were in the industry with me, and they said, "Well, Rod, you got to think about this." And I started to really think about it. Well, it sounds kind of fair, and then I started to really think about it and dig into it, and found out that the fair tax is one of the least fair options out there. And frankly, some of the people who originated this knew exactly what they were doing, and they were targeting the poor. And by doing so, what that would do is it would open up other avenues for more government intervention. In other words, more government programs. The fair tax is not fair because it's going to hit the poor the hardest. Because they're going to pay tax on 100% of their income, basically. For somebody who's making $50,000, now they're going to have room to not spend and save money. They're not going to spend all $50,000 on living. So their tax rate on their income is going to be a lot less than the person making $20,000. But they get so blinded by saying, "Oh, the person who makes $150,000, he's going to pay a hefty tax if he buys that Mercedes." Well, that's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because Mercedes, the last time I checked, were built by the person earning $20,000 or $30,000. And if that person making $150,000 doesn't buy that Mercedes, then that, because of the tax, is too damn high. Well, that person making $20,000 or $30,000, or maybe even $50,000, building the car, loses his job. All of this is... when you start tearing these things apart, these different plans, it's still all about attacking different socioeconomic classes. It's still class warfare. We got to get away from that, folks. We have got to get away from this class warfare mentality. Most rich people are not bad, evil people. In fact, a lot of times you would be absolutely flabbergasted or surprised about who you would consider to be rich. Because a lot of rich people do not act rich to begin with. I know everybody tries to go back and give the example of Sam Walton, walking or driving around in an old beat-up Ford pickup truck. Well, there are a lot of rich people that are like Sam Walton. They may not be worth as much as he was when he was alive, but they still drive around in an old beat-up pickup or a Chevy, something like that. They don't live. What? Warren Buffett used to live in a 3-bed. I think it was like less than 3 home. It's worth billions. There are a lot of rich people that don't buy the palatial mansion. They don't live behind gated walls, and you just don't know that they're wealthy. And if you walk in their home, look, I know some rich people. I've been in their homes, and I tell you, they're just like you and me. Some of them have, slightly larger homes. I know one guy, he's got a 6,000 square foot house, and he's got an indoor pool. But you walk through his house, we have furniture stores around here called Jordan's and Bernie and Phil's, and his house is Bernie. They're not expensive stores. They're not Ethan Allen. They're not Stickley. You walk around at his house, he's got his house filled with furniture that he bought at Jordan's and Bernie and Phil's. The same kind of stuff that you and I would go and buy. Unless, of course, you're rich. I don't know. Yeah, I find it amazing that people who aren't rich try to pretend to be rich, going out and spending all their money on high-priced items. Don't get me wrong. I love walking through an Ethan Allen furniture gallery, but that stuff is just pricey. It's beautiful, yes, and it's, for the most part, well-built. I just look at, why am I going to spend $10,000 on one dining room table when I could probably go to Jordan's and buy the whole damn dining room set?